Hey, this is Craig at Private Fairway, and in this video I'm going to show you how practicing with our custom setup can help you understand how to hit your driver further based on attack angle and tee height. So if you watch PGA Tour golf, you'll notice most of the guys are hitting the ball pretty high in the air. I was watching Rory during the Masters. He hit the ball. The apex of his shot is 120 feet. Most of us don't ever get anywhere near that. He's also hitting the ball 350 plus, right? So, question is tee height. So, do you tee the ball up short or tall? And then the other piece of that is attack angle. So, do you hit down with the driver or do you hit up with the driver? Now, most of us, I think, try to hit up with the driver, but in reality, a lot of us hit down on the driver. So, I hit a few shots with this shorter tee to give you kind of an idea, and then I'm going to hit some shots with the taller tee to show you what the difference is. And really what's great about coming in here and practicing is you can try this out and see if it works for yourself, right? So you can play with it a little bit. Right here, I have 3 shots that I've hit with the driver. And if you look at these 3 shots here, they're all fairly low. In fact, if I were to add height in here as one of the data points, so now we have 99 feet. That's the highest one I hit. You'll see here this one was only 67 feet, and then this first one was 72 feet. Now what's interesting to note is if you look at my attack angle, all of these are pretty negative. So I'm hitting down on it, right? So I'm hitting down on the ball, and this one I'm hitting a little less down, the one that went the highest, and these other ones I'm hitting fairly down on the ball, right? So if I'm hitting down on the ball, let's put this back here. If I'm hitting down on the ball, I'm getting this kind of lower trajectory, or more like a missile boring, not like a free throw shot, right? So, all right, now the other thing is my total, my carry for all of these is right around, this one's 214, 211, 207. I'm not swinging particularly fast. I don't swing that fast, probably like many of you. So the fact that I don't swing that fast, I need to get as much as I can out of it, right? So let's look at putting a taller tee on these and see what happens. And we'll just tag these as a taller tee. What I've found is if I put the driver right behind the ball, that moves the low point of my swing to that. So what happens is it's pretty easy for me to get under that ball and hit the ball on the crown of the club. So what I try to do, what I've started doing is putting the club where I want the bottom of my swing to be, like that, and then I come up like that. So, and I found that helps me hit up on it. So let's switch this back to our tracer so we can look at that. And now let's see what happens when I do that. All right, left it open a little bit. But what you'll see is my carry went up by 20 yards. So it was 214, now it's 236. I did not swing any faster. If you remember, my swing before was also 92 miles an hour, but I got 24 more yards carry, and I also got, and my total is 266 for not swinging any faster. Now, it's way off to the right. That's a club path problem. If you want, you can watch the club path video. That works for the driver too. So let's see if I can get that face a little bit better. No, that one's open too. Not quite as far. 230 carry. All right, so one more here. Let's say the third one, just to see if we can prove it out. My tee's a little broken. There we go. All right, one more. That's left. I was overcorrecting, but whoa, way left. Way left, not as far. All right, one more. There we go. That one's good. A little bit left, but you can see just by teeing the ball up, you pick up yardage because you're now hitting up on it. So let's look at the difference. So we'll go back to this first one here. If we look at that impact, you'll see now my attack angle is positive 2 degrees. I actually want it to be more like 5 degrees, but it's up more. So I get more carry, more total, and I probably also get less spin. So let's go back and look at this one. These ones here. See, my spin on these was almost 4,000 RPM, whereas my spin with the taller tee was less. And if I wanted to look at the table that we looked at in a couple of other videos, let's look at that. So if you look at this table, so the driver with the tall tee, my average spin was 2,500 RPM. I had one that was kind of high. And then you see here, my average spin was 39. My average carry was 211. My average total was 233. My average carry here was 229. My average total was 258. So, gives you kind of an idea of what's going on. So, while I didn't hit all those shots exactly great in terms of straight, if you straighten it out, you'll actually even get a little bit more. But I wanted to show you how you can use the TrackMan to test and see what works best for you. And you may find, hey, if I hit it, I'm all over the place. And if you're all over the place, it's maybe better to hit it a little shorter. But if you're trying to get an extra 20, 25 yards out of your driver, teeing it up, not having to swing faster, getting that ball on the up, getting that club on the up, will make a big difference. So there's a little bit for you on just how an average person can use TrackMan to play better golf.